What are your thoughts now that Techno's done with MCC? Um, Good for him, honestly. I think there were so many times where I thought I remember there's been so many MCCs where I before the next one I was thinking like, oh, I don't even know if I want to play MCC like, and it's nothing to do with MCC. It's just to do with like your it's stressful. It is just stressful. Like, so I feel like it is more stressful from like a standpoint of like me and techno and people like that. But I mean, it is stressful. I think even before this MCC, even after there was a time period where the teams were announced, and I just wasn't. I think I was practicing on the practice server, and I just wasn't feeling it. And I was just like, oh, am I really gonna like? What if I show up and I do terrible, and everyone's disappointed, and I get judged, and whatever. And I was telling Sapnap, I was like, I don't even. I might have to just tell Scott, like, I don't know if I'm gonna play. Um, and I think honestly I think that was just me being like especially because my last performance I got 19th and everything last time. I think I was just being really like stressed about that. Um, it's just a pressure thing. It's one of those things where you really want to do well. People have really high expectations for you. They really expect you to do super well, and you can't just and then the thing is like especially now they've added a lot of people that literally like they have like puns and stuff. And this isn't a negative on them. This is a super positive. That puns is like amazing at the game, and he has so much time, and he can stream doing MCC practice for 8 hours a day. Um, and it just puts a lot of stress. It puts a lot of stress on you, and you realize like, oh, how are you going to compete with these people? How are you going to how are you going to maintain your level of like uh your how are you going to maintain like your skill level, and how are you going to compete and make your fans happy and make your fans have an enjoyable experience. And I think props to Techno. I feel like there's been many times where I had the same exact thought process where I was literally like, oh, I'm not going to play again. If I win this MCC, I'm not going to play MCC again. Like I remember thinking that even after I think it was my first MCC, I really thought I think even the first MCC, I was like, if I play the first MCC and I won, I was like, oh, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna play one MCC. I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna leave. And then it's just MCC is just so fun that I feel like to me, um, I I feel like I have a little less like anxiety than Techno does. I don't want to speak for him, but I feel like I have a little less anxiety than he does. Um, and so the amount of fun that I have during MCC kind of outweighs that. So I've always convinced myself that it's worth it. Even though I have that stress all the time, kind of looming behind me, like, oh, I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I want to do good and everything. Anyway, I don't know if that makes any sense, but and then again, I'm not saying that's why Techno's not playing. Yeah, I have no idea actually. To be fair, I'm kind of speaking for him because maybe that's not at all why. Maybe he's just like, I can't be asked. But I have a feeling. I have a feeling that's probably why. Have you ever been to Vienna? Um, no. Um, would you ever visit California? Obviously, I would love to visit everywhere at some point in the future. It'd be fun. Um, Everyone just asked me, "Would you like to come to these different places?" It's like, yeah, I would. I'd love to come anywhere, basically. Gartic phone stream one. Gartic phone was fun the other day when we played it. That was pretty fun. I'm a terrible, I'm a terrible artist, but you know, it's fine. Have you ever watched The Walking Dead? Yes. I haven't watched the recent, like the very, very recent, like season. I think I stopped watching. I don't want to spoil anything after the biggest thing that happened, which I'm assuming people can just know what I mean by that. But um, yeah, it wasn't like it was just I kind of stopped watching everything. But